What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Carcino early this morning saying, yo man, let's talk about some real hip hop. Tired of all these new guys and all this artificial auto-tune rap. Surprised you ain't talking about G's. Why don't you get to some real hip hop when it was really going down? Alright, here's a hip hop story that's not really talked about. But let's take it back to 95 if you want to start acting like you lie. Now, Def Jam was coming out with a whole new lineup. And when I mean a whole new lineup, meaning they were transitioning from the old school ways of the old LL, Public Enemy, and all of these different things. They wanted to transition to the youth, the new blood. What's really happening in the flavor out there. So Redman and the artist they signed before the first album was on hit, everybody's waiting for that second follow-up Redman album. And then now they signed Method Man from the new hit group Wu-Tang Clan. We gotta get this Method Man album out. So that now we're gonna have the month of the man. We're gonna have Redman and Method Man both coming out at the same time. Now, Redman already was established. Method Man was the new thing on the block. So it was a whole different type of feel to what was happening at the time. Like, oh, okay, are they finna be on the album together? You know, that's the way they were promoting it. Like you were getting them together on a joint album. And they were like, no, they both have two projects coming out at the same time. Redman's second album, There's a Dark Side, and Method Man's To Cow. So, both albums drop in November. Bring the Pain is out. Redman got Rockefeller. Now, everybody got both albums. Now, everyone's listening to it. They play it in the clubs or whatever. And Redman got a joint that everybody loves. And the joint was called Can't Wait. I can't wait, yeah. You know that Mary Jane girl song? So everybody was in love with the song and the beat. And they was like, this is sick. And as they going through it and drop down to your jaws, I F you through your Daisy Dukes, chew, pull your fingers up in the air if you high. You know, it was just, the song with lyrics were wild. So somebody who was high and smoking thought like, yo man, that Mary Jane girl's hook is live, that sample. But man, if y'all had like Mary J on there blowing, that would be tight. I don't know which high dude came up with it. Somebody said it was one of the guys at Def Jam. Def Jam said that. And somebody said no, it was another guy that was there. They came up with it. And it was their idea to put it on there. And you know, we gotta go ahead and get this song out and work with Def Jam. It can't be done, and we gotta go and work with Clive to see if we can get Mary J on the records. And Eric Sermon was the guy that stopped all the things to happening. I'm here to tell you right now, all of this was BS. The real thing that ever happened in this situation is that somebody in the room who was high came up with the idea that they should put Mary J. Blige on a remix of Can't Wait. They was like, man, if Mary J. Blige was blowing, because somebody had the remixes with Mary J. Blige, and everybody was getting off on the remixes and rapping as the remixes was playing. And Biggie was on there and everybody else, and they was like, yo, this remix 411, the remix is crazy. That Leave a Message, Redman was ripping that. So whoever was smoking in the room said, man, if Mary wasn't on Can't Wait, that would have been tight. Like, yeah, we missed that. But we might do that live one day or something. But at that time, Red was, I think he was going off chocolate tie or whatever. He wasn't even thinking about pursuing it. Def Jam was actually believing that this was a very good and interesting idea to help them sell more records, but they didn't want to pay out the nose to try to get Mary J. Blige to do the song. Now, from what I was told like 3 different stories on this. One story told me that Def Jam actually pursued that, and Mary J did not like the record, and she thought it was just too vulgar and just was not in the energy that she liked. So Can't Wait wasn't a record that Mary J liked, so she steadily declined. And then one side told me that Mary J was unavailable at the time of recording. Then another story told me that Redman was asleep. He was supposed to meet with Mary J and Puffy and everybody, and Redman was asleep and overslept and didn't pick up his phone, and nobody knew where he was. They couldn't find Redman, so Puff was like, yo, my time is very valuable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all around here playing. My artists ain't got time to play. So I'm going to bill you, Russell, you know, because that's only right. Yeah, it's only right. I got to bill you. Take that. And I'm going to take that too. So, Redman, get up. Why? I was supposed to be where? I ain't going to see Mary with her stinking ass. That was 3 months ago. We made that agreement. That was yesterday. You're supposed to be there today. Oh, what today is? Man, you know I don't got no watch or calendar with your stinking ass. So, anyhow, out of all the stories to believe, the one with him falling asleep is the one I kind of go along with the most. But I've heard 3 different versions of this. So, anyhow, that goes by. They misses that. Can't Wait is out. Singles out. It does what it does. Next thing you know, Tone and Pope come up with the idea of putting Mary J. Blige on a remix of the Method Man song, All I Need. You're all I need to get by. Next thing you know, Method Man and Puffy hook it up with Meth. Meth and Puff have a good relationship. You know, he kind of owe him. You ask 15,000 different people, they're going to say 15,000 different stories of it was my idea, it was my idea, it was my idea. Now, that being said, Meth and them, they do the remix, they put it out, the remix is a hit, they make a music video, they get a Grammy, it is the biggest thing in the world, and everybody looking at Redman like, Mary J should have been on Can't Wait. This was your chance. So to regroup from the album, There Is a Dark Side, Meth went to get himself, Redman had to regroup and get himself back in mode. So he came out with Muddy Waters. He went immediately to work on Muddy Waters. You know, that was the thing about it. Like, he didn't stop. As soon as that album was done, Dark Side, he was free to make the album he wanted to make. He was in a good space to get back to being creative Redman. And people was like, all right, this is the album they thought they were going to get on the second one. There's a Dark Side was just dark. And I mean, all the way from beginning to end. Has a cult following, though. Has a very large cult following. Now, you tell me, out of all these scenarios, which are the story that you go with the most? Because in hip hop, that's how it goes. You never get one story. You'll get one story with 16 different endings. Depending on who you talking to. If you talk to Snoop, you're going to get 27. You know Snoop going to tell you, and I don't really blame Snoop. You know, I'll be like, man, why Snoop lying? Snoop gets high. We all got to remember that. Snoop gets fried. Okay? So it's not like maybe he's lying on purpose to make himself look cool. Maybe in his mind, just to get through the day, he tells himself, this is what happens. And he smokes so much, he believe it and make that reality come true in his head. So he really believe that this is how it goes. He probably don't even remember the original way of how it goes. He didn't smoke so much stuff. You got to understand that this stuff does take an effect on your brain. So you got to keep that in mind too. But I'm thinking back to that song. Can't Wait. It's like one of my favorite Redman songs. Can't Wait and Tonight's the Night. Had some great songs, but Can't Wait with Mary J Blige would have been great, I thought. Because she kind of sings and do what the Mary Jane girls did, what Rick James had them doing. They weren't strong lyricists, you know, but they had that flavor, that edge that went with hip hop. You know, like Prince tried to do with Vanity 6. So, once again, I choose to believe the story of Can't Wait. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And don't forget to support the page. Hit the Cash App up. My name is Carcino on the Cash App. Or you can click the link below and hit up the Stream Lab. I'm gone.